From the Detroit Free Press, it's Thursday, June 11th. Here are today's top stories. Presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kerry Jr. Detroit will breathe led the 13th day of protests on Wednesday. Demonstrators are protesting police brutality after a white police officer knelt on George Floyd's neck, and Floyd later died. The entire gathering lasted about an hour and a half. The march was about 35 minutes. The group started at Detroit Police Headquarters, then headed to Campus Martius. They took one lap around the park, then headed back to DPD headquarters. The number of marchers on Wednesday was much smaller than it had been on previous days.
Even though our numbers today were shorter, God damn it, we were mighty!
Organizers Nakia Renee Wallace and Tristan Taylor say Detroit Will Breathe won't be marching Thursday or Friday. However, people are free to continue to meet up. Taylor says the group will return on Saturday at 4 p.m. to hit the ground running. The demonstration remained peaceful and no arrests were made. Michigan's health department reports 171 new cases of COVID-19 and 13 new deaths. In total, the state has over 59,000 cases and over 5,700 deaths. Nightlife downtown is reopening. 19 Greektown restaurants and bars are opening at 50% capacity. As of Monday, food and drink establishments can allow customers to dine in. Pizzapopolis, Red Smoke Barbecue, and Level 2 Rooftop and Bar are just a few of the spots opening this week. The establishments still offer curbside pickup and delivery for those who are uncomfortable dining in. That's the latest. For more information on COVID-19, the protests, and more, visit freep.com.
This is Brian McCullum, music writer with the Detroit Free Press. The summer concert season got wiped out this year, and during the coronavirus pandemic, nobody has been sure just how long it might be until big gatherings can happen again in Michigan. Now, many in Detroit's live events industry are growing optimistic that it may be sooner than later. A committee of more than 100 Michigan concert producers, event promoters, and sports executives submitted a package of reopening proposals this week to state officials. If approved by Governor Gretchen Whitmer, it could mean we'll see some music festivals and other events back in action by late summer or fall, but operating under a new set of standards, including reduced capacities, strict social distancing, and other safety measures. The committee includes big Detroit entertainment players like Live Nation, the Illich Organization, the Jazz Festival, and Arts Beats and Eats. And the recommendations were hammered out during a week of intensive discussions convened by the state's tourism agency, Pure Michigan. As things now stand, big gatherings are banned until the state gets to Phase 6 of Whitmer's reopening program, meaning when the pandemic is over. The Entertainment Committee is urging the governor to move events up into Phase 5 and let them take place under the proposed health guidelines. The plans will be vetted by state health and labor officials and then head to Whitmer's office for consideration. While it's unlikely to mean big shows at Little Caesars Arena or Ford Field in coming months, the effort could pave the way for some of Michigan's signature Labor Day events, including Arts Beats and Eats and Detroit's Jazz Fest.
This is Phoebe Wall-Howard, a reporter on the Detroit Free Press Autos team. Until now, Ford Motor Company has watched and waited because Jeep Wrangler has been essentially the dominant player in the off-road segment. That may mean rock crawling or driving through the woods, but consumers want that adventure and at the same time, a vehicle to take their children to school or drive to work on a Monday morning. On Wednesday, Chief Operating Officer Jim Farley revealed to Deutsche Bank that Ford Motor Company plans to give Jeep a run for its money, that when the Ford Bronco is unveiled in July, it is going to be a new game in town.
This is Free Press Sports Editor Chris Thomas. The Detroit Tigers added some drama with the number 1 pick in Wednesday's MLB Draft. Not with the player they chose, but with the position that player could play in the pros. Third baseman, as opposed to first baseman, where Torkelson played in his 2+ seasons at Arizona State. Look, this is a great move for the Tigers, no matter where he plays. They drafted a player in Torkelson who is a game-changing power hitter, a player who broke Barry Bonds' freshman home run record at Arizona State, and a player who projects to move fast through the minor leagues. But as a third baseman, Torkelson could bring even more value to the Tigers as an everyday defensive player who could lock down the other corner infield spot for the years to come. Does this mean Torkelson will for sure be a third baseman when he one day debuts with the Tigers? Not necessarily. But it does mean the Tigers believe he's versatile enough to give it a shot. Here's how Tigers general manager Al Avila put it. Quote, "Our scouts strongly feel that he can play third base. That's our intent at this point." End quote. Either way, Torkelson will add needed pop to a minor league system that was lacking bats. And at only 20 years old, it's fair to dream that the best is yet to come. That one day, Torkelson will join players like Mize, Manning, and Skubal in the big leagues. That one day soon, the Tigers will be contenders yet again.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.